so whenever he's at Taekwondo I have to take him and hang around, so I like to just get a practice in. It's kind of a regular thing, back of my car, unplugged, real simple, so works for me. Anyway, live streaming today. It's yeah, a bit better angle, there we go. I'll do so you get to enjoy the wonderful sunshine here in Scotland. Okay, I've got my timer going in the background, but I'm kind of gonna crack on. Oh, this thing's sliding. Hang on. Some unflattering shots. That'll do. Hope it doesn't slide too much. Anyway, totally ad hoc. Okay, I'm just gonna crack on straight into Pet Metheny. Gotta go balance books on your legs and stuff. Right. And it's not ideal, but you know, it's better than not practicing. Cool, got through that, and then okay, I'm just going to run that one more time from the top and then work on the fourth line. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to go from here. Okay, and then let's see, this could be a position shift. Ah. Maybe not a position shift. Okay, try it like that. Cool, so see, that's kind of nice actually. It's talking about the benefits of doing this as a warm-up. And Like lots of scale stuff, as you can see, lots of arpeggio stuff, and then also just, you know, that chromatic stuff coming up the way, and then it looks kind of like we're going down a little, at least for this bar, just kind of down a little sliding thing almost, which is kind of what we're doing with Martin Miller as well. So cool. Let's a little slower. Cool. What's annoying me is this chair is too close. I keep banging off it. I can't be bothered getting out now. It's so comfy. Anyway, that'll do for that. I've got the timer running. I don't have the metronome running because I don't want to switch backwards and forwards and interrupt the stream. But there we go. So I'm just watching the clock on this one. Martin Miller. I'm just kind of playing through the first bar, and I'm happy kind of with that at the moment. I'm just consolidating it and getting it faster. Oh, and a little shout out to Woody, Stephen Wood, my brother-in-law. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Woody. He's also a student of mine, and I'm coming on really well. Great guitar player. He loves it. He just does it for fun. Likes his medal. Good guy. Anyway, happy birthday, Woody. Have a couple of beers for me, and perfect weather for your barbecue, as we can see. Awesome. So with this one, it's definitely a lot more consistent. I feel more comfortable playing it. I'm doing the picking properly. There's a lot of upstrokes, which took a bit of getting used to. I like to learn, you know, rather than just default to how I would pick it. I like to learn what people are doing. If they specifically notate picking, I'll work on that, because I think you can learn something from it. And let's face it, Martin Miller is obviously awesome at picking, so it's not like he doesn't know what he's doing and just being random. You know, he'll have a reason for doing upstrokes, and it does feel comfortable when you get it. I mean, I haven't listened to the speed he plays it at yet, or I might have, like, at the very start, but it's probably very, very fast. But definitely getting more comfortable. Not in the back of my car, that's not so comfortable, but the lick. So I'm just really trying to get just like get it under my fingers more, so it's just more natural to play. Nothing wrong with just spending a practice session doing that. No metronome. So yeah, just and that's over. So the other thing I can do with this, just real quick, and see if I can do it, is obviously move it into different keys. Quite important. This is in F sharp, so if I want to play it in E, then I'm kind of, that's pretty good for a first attempt. There we go. So successful practice in that I managed to instantly transpose that into a different key. It was as simple as just sliding it down the neck in this case. But that's great, you know, but you have to do that because it's a different feel. If you're playing up here down compared to down there, it feels different. People assume that just because you can play the lick, you kind of just put it anywhere on the guitar. But in actual fact, when you move a lick into a different key and slide it into a different position on the guitar, even though you're playing it exactly the same essentially, it feels a bit different. The frets, sorry, a little smaller, bigger, whatever. Cool. Moving on from that, I like the way that's progressing actually. Also, I like the way I'm starting to organize the Joe Pass chords in my head. So let's move on to Joe Pass chords. So sometimes when you practice something to start with, you sort of don't get it, or I don't, because I'm probably an idiot or something. But I don't always get stuff. It's not totally obvious, and then it's easy to just give up and go, this isn't working for me. But if you stick with something, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, after a point you get to start to see little things cropping up, which maybe to some people are obvious. I find that a lot with guitar. There's stuff that's totally obvious, either, you know, to me or to other people, you know, or to my students, and then things that aren't obvious and vice versa. So when you point that out suddenly, or you get it pointed out to you, suddenly, oh yeah, of course that's how that works. It's not actually, music is complex, but also isn't. There is just fundamental rules. So what occurred to me is that these major shapes that we're playing through, if I just think of them as C the whole time, then I can, what I'm playing through is the extensions going up the neck. So we're sort of dipping into Tim Lurch territory here, because what happens is I have a different interval on the top each time. So for example, the interval on the top here is my D note, which is my 9. And then if I move to here, I have my G note on the top. So you can't really see what I'm doing. It's a shame. Can I twist this over a bit? In the back of my car, sorry. So yeah, let's focus on the chords here. So yeah, we've got major 9 with a 9 on top. And then here, we're putting the 5 on top in the G. And then if we do this, we've got a 6 on top, so 6-9 chord. And then here, we're moving up to the 7. And then here, we've also got the 7, just a different voicing. So, and then, what's the next one? Oh yeah. So 7 on top, back to the 9 on the top. Got a D. So suddenly it sort of dawned on me how what Joe Pass was thinking here, maybe, which is basically just thinking about those extensions and what is the top note, and you can kind of think of this as just one chord with just different extensions stuck on the end of it, and that kind of takes you up the neck in a really interesting way, I think. So let's see. So again, starting with my 9, then putting the 5 on top, and then putting the 6 on top, and then the 7, still the 7, now the 9. So the trick really is you can use any of those over. Think of it as just one chord. It's just the same chord. It's a C chord essentially, with just a whole bunch of different extensions. The only one that I could see that wasn't in the key was the sharp 4. Oh, I missed that out, didn't I? Yeah, didn't play that one. Still sounds good. Gives you like a sharp 11, 5, 6, 7, still 7, 9, etc., etc. Cool. So that was a nice little breakthrough, and to be honest, I can just sit and practice that stuff away from the music. It's starting to internalize it a little bit. So which is great, because actually you never know how these things are going to go when you start practicing stuff, and what you're going to learn, and what you think you want to learn isn't always what you end up learning. You have to treat it a bit like a journey, and enjoy the experience, because then you get all these wonderful extensions of music that you and you delve into. It's like a rabbit hole. It's cool. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do some arpeggio work in the key of, I'm gonna keep it in A. Yeah, let's keep it in A just now. So that's building off my pinky. Ooh, major 7. That's the one I find the hardest, weirdly, because it's kind of like position 1, isn't it? Or what people think of as position 1. And then cool. Okay, so just run all that again. In fact, I'm going to run it upwards and back down, see if I can do it that way. I'm going downwards now, because I realized I could just play the octave when the open notes, I mean. Oops. Good. Keep going. Nah, that wasn't clean enough. Cool, good enough. So yeah, a little bit of consolidation there on my arpeggios. I think I skipped my scales, didn't I? Harmonic minor scales and chords. Did the chords, scales. So just scales. I think scales and Girl from Ipanema. So harmonic minor, consolidating the harmonic minor position 1. Sounding good overall. Happy. Again, I'm kind of at the stage now, a third of the way into my month of practicing, where these things are starting to internalize. I don't really need to look at them. But I do need to still think about them. But that's okay, because now it's becoming a little bit more, you know, just a little bit more automatic, more internalized. If you can internalize one thing that you're working on, you know, and get it down so that you don't have to look at the books and all that stuff. Excuse me, it's warm. Then you're doing well, because once you've got that thing internalized, and for rock players, one that most people have internalized or should is obviously pentatonic scales, and specifically the first position, but all of them really. So yeah, just internalizing one thing at a time, even if it's just one position of a scale, and then the next position. You know, if you know 2, you know 1 more than you did, and you have more stuff you can do. So back to it, back to internalizing scales. That one always kind of trips me out, but I think I've got it. That's better. Oops. What's the third one? Oh yeah. Cool. Okay, so that was good. Just consolidating kind of what I know into my head. Couple of the patterns. The third one's nearly there. That'll come, and then I'm pretty confident I can get the other two by the end of the 30 days. I've done pretty well so far. Happy days. Right, Girl from Ipanema. Yeah, no backing track. Just Girl from Ipanema. So what I want to do, maybe a mixture of chords. Maybe a different way to play those chords. I've kind of stuck with a certain way. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. So what if we do F major 7 down here? Then G7 open. G minor 7. G flat 7 with a flat 5. Then back to F major 7. Goes up back to that chord there. So let's just do the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bars. I can't see what I'm doing. How annoying. I'll move over a bit because my phone will fall over. So I'm just reorganizing the chords for Girl from Ipanema. Trying to play them in every position that I can. So that, what am I trying to say here? So that I can kind of get them all over the neck, play anywhere on the neck. That's what I'm trying to say. So starting down on the 1st fret, this wouldn't necessarily be my first choice of chords. Anyway, I'm going to loop that. Cool, okay, and just keep looping it. Didn't need my pick. Oops. Oops. This wouldn't necessarily be my first choice of chords. A lot of jumping around. But, you know, it's playable. One more time. That'd be probably okay if I was in a big band or something. Anyway, that'll do for today. That's my practice done. I'm happy. I'm going to log that as a win. Obviously, difficult circumstances practicing in the back of my car, but I do this regularly, so once a week if when we're in Taekwondo mode for my son. So it's fine. Anyway, that was reasonably good. Again, I'm just consolidating a lot of the stuff that I've been working on. I think it's coming along well. I'm starting to internalize a lot of the concepts and the playing, so I can just do it without thinking about it too much, which is what you want. And we're really only at day 11 out of 31, so I think pretty good progress so far, taking something from complete scratch and working on it. You know, one or two of the things I'm working on I've worked on before, so it's not totally from scratch, but you know, some things are just sort of like, you know, brushing up on stuff, but you know, overall I think successful. So I'll leave it at that for today, and go enjoy the rest of your day. It's Saturday here in Scotland, and it's reasonably sunny. The clouds are starting to come over a bit, but it's going to stay warm. And me and Jack are going to go paddleboarding this afternoon and then have a barbecue. So yeah, enjoy your weekend. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.